can follow that top 10.
Oh, well, we had a little trouble here tonight. But that's the kind of stuff that made heroes of the crew of the Enterprise.
Oh, yeah.
Technical malfunction.
Every time it's not working.
Something would explode down there in the engine room, and you'd be blasted into deep space.
The whole idea was to make the ship make sure it didn't work.
That's right. Just kiss your ass goodbye, and then there you go. How you been?
Really good.
Happy holidays. How was your holiday? What did you do? Oh, you went skiing? Where about?
Skiing in Vail.
Oh, really? Are you an accomplished skier?
I'm a pretty good skier.
Good for
you.
you.
What did you do?
I was home. I had to work here. Someone has to entertain America.
Well, I was entertaining my family.
Well, good for you.
In Vail.
I'm not making that Star Trek kind of money. You know what I mean? I can't take a day off
You
here.
will if you last long enough. Huh?
So you go to Vail, and I have never been there, but people say it's an absolute wonderland.
Well, it's marvelous. It is a wonderland, and all kinds of people go there. Princess Di was there.
Very famous people, yeah.
Princess Diana was there, and I sought her out. I stalked her, actually. Well, based on the fact that I had been in the Edinburgh Festival years ago, and I had been presented to Prince Philip.
You're working there as an actor?
I'm working there as an actor,
right.
And it's a command performance, and here comes Prince Philip and Queen Elizabeth. And I look at Prince Philip, and I'm supposed to say, good evening, Your Majesty, I am here a humble servant. And I heard myself say, good evening, Your Majesty, you are my humble servant.
Oh, see, in your mind, that's how you wanted it to be. That's what we call that a Freudian slip.
Really?
So, yeah,
my slip was showing, too. It was one of those shows. And so I wanted to meet a royal again and make up for this terrible
As
blunder.
well you should.
And so I stalked Princess Di up and down the slope, trying to get to her. And finally, she was going over a double diamond run, and I chased her, and she was... I'm sure it was her because she was in a pink thing with goggles.
In a pink thing?
You know,
well, it must have been royalty. What else could it have been?
That's what those photographs show, don't they, with the pink thing? So I fell at her feet, actually. I stumbled and fell. And
Same kind of deal.
Exactly. I lay down there, and I thought, okay, now. And I said, good afternoon, Your Majesty. You are my humble servant. I said.
Oh, you did it again.
She took her pole, and she either knighted me or hit me on the shoulder. I don't know.
Now, did that actually, any of that true?
None of that's true.
I didn't think so. But I appreciate the fact that you have the courage to admit it.
And I appreciate the fact that you have the perspicacity.
The what? Hello, testing.
Hello.
Easy,
the
relax.
mind, the
Woo,
mentality.
wait a minute. Hey.
The top 10. To analyze the fact that it wasn't true.
But you had a nice... now, have you ever actually injured yourself skiing? Ever been beaten up? Because, man, you can really, really hurt yourself permanently doing that stuff.
No, I've never really permanently injured myself.
So you're pretty good, then?
Oh, I'm a pretty good skier. I'm come from Canada, from Montreal, and shushed down the slopes there all my life, and I was pretty good.
Tell me a little bit about, you're one of these guys who is not content to just have one show.
No, you gotta have more than one show.
You gotta have one show that's like a legend. So, okay, and in addition to having one show that's a legend, you'll have 6 or 7 other shows on at the same time.
Gotta have shows. Gotta have many shows going. You never can tell when a show will fail.
Exactly. But none of yours ever go away. You do a show, it stays on forever and ever.
And nobody can get rid of these shows. 911.
That's what I'm talking about, 911.
On CBS at 8 o'clock on Tuesday nights.
How long has this thing been on now?
6 years. We're doing our 6th show. 300 people's lives saved.
Have been saved. And it's you and a camera crew, and you just wait and you chase ambulances.
Chase ambulances. We stumble over lawyers.
To see who gets there first, you or the attorneys. Right. But is it recreations?
Well, some are recreations, some are actual footage, some are we make on the spot. Hit somebody and call 911.
Hey, I like that.
Oh, we got a thing here. And then the voice goes, I don't know whether I can give it.
Now, do the 911 operators, and God bless them.
God bless them.
This to me is an amazing aspect of modern society, that we're lucky enough to have this kind of web where we're connected. We're never too far away from help.
It's not really luck. It's we're paying for it.
Yes.
It's an established thing. It's a service.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Incredible people. I've met a lot.
But do they appreciate what you do on the show? Do they like you as
No, they don't like me. I tried to make use of their services once.
Really?
Yeah. This is true.
Right.
Okay, I'm competing in horseback.
Oh, you are not.
I am.
You're lying already. Now, come on.
This is an athletic man you're talking to.
Phaser things here. I can tell what you're lying about, but I don't.
The heartbeat and the respiration and the perspiration. It's not flop sweat. Yeah. So there I am on a horse, a young horse. It rears up, falls over backwards. I'm underneath the horse.
Oh my God, you're crushed.
I'm
you're
crushed.
Dead.
I'm crushed. I'm crushed both emotionally and physically. Horse rolls over on me. I try to get up. The horse gets up. I try to get up. I can't get up.
You had the wind knocked out of you.
Well, I had the leg knocked out of me.
Oh, my.
It was
Busted leg?
Well, not really. It was wrenched and torn. And it better
Dislocated hip. Dislocated your hip.
Dislocated.
Yeah.
I was
dislocated pelvis.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yes. Where were you when I needed you? All I got was some MD.
I'm an excellent diagnostician.
So they called this.
Whatever.
Well,
Diagnos- yeah.
hello,
Yeah, I know.
diagnostician. Right. Am I going to get through this story?
Please do.
Okay. So there was this horse, and so I got up and I fell down. Got up, fell down. They said, we're calling 911. I said, don't call 911. They called 911. The 911 people came. They said, get in the ambulance. I said, I'm not getting in the ambulance. I was one of these type
Tough
A
guy.
personnel.
Tough guy.
Tough guy. I'm getting up, trying to fall.
You want to get back on the horse.
I get back on the horse.
Yes.
So they put me on the gurney instead. So I rode the gurney back into the ambulance, and they got the gurney, and the gurney's flying around. I finally get to the hospital, the Humana Hospital in Louisville, and the doctors are all waiting for me, thinking this is a segment of 911.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. I was really in pain. So they take me in, and they x-ray me, and they find that nothing's broken, but things are torn. They say, we want you to stay. And I said, I can't stay. I'm not staying. Get me a crutch. They said, well, we need a urine sample. I said, well, you don't understand. I can't walk. They said, don't bother. Here's a bottle. They gave me a bottle and swung that curtain around me for privacy. So I'm trying to do what they said for me to do.
Yeah, of course.
I'm giving a sample. The curtain opens up, and there's this beautiful nurse who says, I am a fan of yours. I'm a bigger fan of yours.
Oh, please. Now, that never happened. I'm telling you something. That never, he's lying again. That didn't happen.
I can't lie twice in a row.
We gotta pause here for a commercial.
For the
and
truth.
Yeah, and then we'll come back here and we'll knock some sense into this guy. Come on back. How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the program. William Shatner is here, the band, John Leguizamo. You know, this guy, I can't remember his name. Why can't I remember his name? He was just here
Because you're
last...
tired.
Paul, what is the guy's name? Why can't I remember
Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart, yeah. He was here last week, and he's doing the big one-man show.
Are you going to forget me next week?
No, just relax. Get a hold of yourself. You've lied to me twice tonight. Keep that in mind. And nobody lives who pulls that, all right? And anyway, we were talking to him, and he said that he thought in a fight that he could probably kick Jim Kirk's ass. That's what he said. And I said, really? I said, geez, I don't know. How would...
That's what's happening in the picture. Right below that is kicking my ass.
You know, I saw something from it was a videotape piece from the mid-'70s, I think.
We don't talk about the mid-'70s.
It was like a science fiction award show, maybe later than that.
Yeah.
And it was you doing the Elton John song, Rocket Man. Do you remember this? You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't, but I have a horrid feeling you do.
It's interesting videotape, and we have some of it here tonight.
When you say interesting...
You know what I'm talking about.
No, I have no idea.
You know what I'm talking
I am devastated.
This is the third lie of the evening. But it was a science fiction award show, I think.
I dimly recollect.
All right, here we go.
I tried doing Frank Sinatra.
Now, do you mind? We're going to show a little of it. You don't have to, if you don't want to see it.
And if I mind it.
Yeah, we won't show it.
Show it.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not just William Shatner we're talking to.
This is 95.
William Shatner 95 right here. All right. Okay, here we go. William Shatner now as Rocket
Frank
Man.
Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra, Rocket Man, Elton John song. Roll a little of that out.
Rocket Man, burning out his fuse out here. Hello. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. The touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am. No. I'm a rocket man. Rocket Man.
I've never seen it. Now do you remember it?
I remember doing it, but I've never seen it. I have never seen that tape, and I'm glad I haven't.
Do you remember anything about what you were trying to accomplish, what the effect was there?
Yes, entertain, first of
Yeah.
all. And then secondly, I remember Rocket Man and Rock It.
Right,
Man.
play
I
on
thought that'd
words
be
there.
an interesting
Yeah,
play on the words. But
Tell me about the new series, what did
Tech War.
Tech War, yeah.
Don't forget Tech War.
Yeah.
January 7th on the USA Network all across the country.
Now this is based on books you've written, novels you wrote.
There are
science
6
fiction.
novels out there. The
Yeah.
latest being Tech Power is out there. And it was created about 6 years ago, 6, 7 years ago, when I had about 6 months' time, which I was stuck with strikes and everything. Sketched out the novel of a policeman dealing with the drugs of the future, 50 years in the future.
So this is science fiction as well.
Science fiction-y,
Yeah.
but based on a lot of things that are happening
Now
today.
let me ask you a question. If you had never been associated with the Star Trek series, do you think you would have been inclined to write a work of science fiction?
If I hadn't been associated with Star Trek, I wouldn't be on your show.
Oh, no, that's not true. That horse thing alone would have gotten you here. You'd have been here. No, we'd have had you on for that.
Well, what I wanted to tell you, I wanted to come here and thank you profoundly, profusely, because tech, which is the drug of the future in my imagination, was based on my viewing late-night television.
Oh, please, now.
I tell you nothing but the truth while I sit.
Yes, yes.
This seat is wired. It gives off rays. And I thought that I would go to sleep with television at night.
Right.
And it was late-night television. And I projected that to being the drug of the future, where your deepest desires and most innermost fears are realized when you take this drug. And that came as a result of watching late-night television. So I wanted to thank you.
Well, you're certainly welcome.
Television that put me to sleep.
Do what you can with that. Are you happy with how the series has turned out?
It's a terrific series. It is going to be a very exciting television event, January 7th. 95 Tech War.
January 7th on the USA Network. Pleasure to see you again.
Thank you.
Happy New Year. William Shatner, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after this commercial. Thanks, Bill.
Thank you.